So I've got some more goodies. So this is from Jefferson Tools. They contacted me a while ago, said they'd be up for sponsoring me some tools. So I said the one thing I really need is like a decent heater. So this is an infrared space heater. Runs on diesel, kerosene or paraffin. So you can set the temperature and it will just cut in and out once it's reads whatever temperature it's at. Much quieter than the space heater. I think I could actually film with that on, whereas like the old one, there's no way I could film with that on. That's kicking out some serious heat. That's going to be absolute lifesaver when it gets really cold. They also sent me a hat with a light on it. It's got a little USB chargeable bit that you stick in there. And some of these are supposed to be like fuel resistant work gloves, and they got like kind of grippy surface on them rather than they're just a little bit like tougher than a normal like latex glove, a little bit thicker. They sent me a couple banners, so I'll stick those up in the on the railing up there. Yeah, so thanks Jefferson Tools for hooking me up with a heater. It's definitely something I needed, was a good heater. So yeah, I'll stick a link to their website. I mean, if you've got your own little workshop or garage or whatever, they sell absolutely everything garage sort of related. So just go and have a browse around, see what they got, see if they got anything you need. Job for today, I'm going to flip the car over, put this back box on, and then we're going to measure up this end piece and make a cutout in the back panel for this to come out through the back panel. And then we can weld a little piece into the back panel to sort of finish it, and then we can weld this up to whatever length we need. And then once all that's done, then I'll have a full bolt-on exhaust system ready to fit when the time comes. So let's start with that. The other hanger's on the subframe, so I'm going to have to bolt that in. See how low profile this exhaust is. It actually sits like way, like that's like me lining the camera up with the other chassis leg. So I think I need to hang this up the right way, just so that it sort of hangs with the weight on it, how it's going to sit. I'm not even really going to need a slide-on piece. although it would be good to have a slide-on piece just in case I need to add any more silencers. The track I drive at a lot is really strict with noise, so sometimes you have to fit an extra silencer on the back of your car to be able to drive there. So having something that's that'll slip on and off would be good. And a flat tyre on my Duke. So it's just going to be a case of cutting this out. Big enough to fit this, and also big enough for some wiggle room. So the cutout lines up perfectly, and I'll be able to use this slip-on fitting. I've just got to decide whether I want the tip kind of sticking out a little bit, or whether I want it recessed back in. I've decided I want this as tucked in to the panel as I can get it, so I just flip the logo round to the side and then you'll be able to see it nicely from here instead of having it hidden like that. Need to cut all this off, and then we'll TIG weld this piece together, and then we need to make a little flat piece that'll sort of sit inside this. We'll weld it from the back edge, and then with the weld on the back corner we'll be able to like put a really sort of quite big bevel on this, and it'll give it like a more of a sort of finished look. You'll see what I mean when we do it. I just trimmed a little bit off of the end of the mount on this side, just so that it will slide on a tiny bit further. And then just TIG weld that around the inside. Make sure this is nice and square. Alright, so that was welded using a number 12 like double diffuse gas lens with a 2.4 tungsten. 1.6 would be better for this sort of thing, like exhaust work, but I try and just use one tungsten for everything. So this is same tungstens that I use for aluminium, and that way you can just have one for everything, one set of like collets and stuff. But that was done with using the pulse on the TIG machine, so no filler material. You're just using the actual material that's there as the filler, so you add like an overlap joint. But this is a real easy technique for exhaust stuff if you've got a really nice fit up, or like where this has been welded around the top of here, that would have just been fusion welded around. So yeah, if you don't have pulse on your machine and you want to do this like fusion welding, but you want to get like that look of like a TIG weld, you can do that. You can just draw loads of little circles, like weave it around, and it will give you a similar result. I should have done a little bit of it so you could see, but all right, so let's try her on.
Like a glove.
What do you reckon? I like it. It's funny how just having like an exhaust poking out the back suddenly makes it look way further along than it actually is. So let's cut out our template. Weetabix, you just canny beat it. All right, done. And that's what I mean about welding it on the inside, so you can bevel it over more. Whereas if you weld it on the outside, you can only grind, you can only grind the weld almost to a sort of angle, otherwise you'll grind so much of the weld off that you'll split. You'll get a split, but with the weld on the back, you can obviously fettle a lot more of the weld off, and I think it just looks a bit more like, kind of like a pressing, maybe like that. I think it looks better. So let's bosh the exhaust back on. So I'm real happy with that. I like the look of it. Still got the logo sticking out. It's tucked in nice. Yeah. Alright, exhaust done. really nice that that was all I had to do to make that exhaust fit the car. You know, every other car I've built, I've had to make a full exhaust system for it. And to build a whole exhaust, to do it nice, it's probably a week's work. So yeah, thanks again Piper for the exhaust. Thanks to Jefferson Tools and Equipment for the heater. Link in the description to their site. Go and have a browse around their website. I'm sure they'll sell something that you need for your workshop. And this is going to be the last video before Christmas, so hope everyone has a good Christmas. Yeah, just going to be more of this after Christmas. So I've also got a load of aluminium cut. So I'm going to be making a load of these. I'm going to start off with aluminium, and I'm going to do steel and stainless steel as well. I'm going to do five of each. They'll all have slightly different ways of having the dots on them. Some will have drilled holes, some will have bolts in them, some will be finished smooth, some will have the welds on them. The plan is to just sell them off. I'll probably just sell them on eBay, and then any money from the sale of these will just go into funding the Mongrel. So I'll be making a start on these pretty soon. If you got any ideas for like some sort of short videos, something that I could do in a day, yeah, maybe something I could make and sell on afterwards, or just little ideas for videos, like little fill-in videos that I can do in between all this other stuff. It's nice to just have a break from big projects and be able to do something that you can actually like finish in a day or two. But yeah, that's it for this one. Have a good Christmas. Cheers for watching. I'll see you on the next one.